Good morning. We are at a border city in Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil. The city is called Uruguaiana, and today we are going to cross the border to go to Argentina. In this video we're gonna share everything with you guys, the procedure, the road, and a lot of other things that we have to do in order to be able to pass the border. Especially when you're passing the border with a pet, it's much more complicated than just passing through the border with your own car and just people. So as we go through the steps, we will share with you how we did the things before even getting to the border, because we had to be here in Uruguaiana a couple of days before to get the papers for our pet. Then there is a whole procedure to follow, and along the way also we will talk to you guys about money and what is the situation, how to get money when you are in Argentina, because it's not as easy as in Brazil. It's a little bit more complicated. So some sections of this video also we will film after, when we are in Argentina, to explain to you that when we got to that point during the trip, what we had done before to be prepared for that step. So there will be some sections that we will film when we get to Argentina. Hopefully we'll get to Argentina. And we wanted to do this because when we looked online, it's not that easy to get a lot of information easily. And if you have watched one of our very old videos from Colombia, when we wanted to leave Colombia and originally come to Brazil a couple of years ago, there was a nightmare at the airport and to leave Colombia because of the paperwork and everything else. I'll try to put the link for that video also either on the screen or in the description below. You guys can watch that too. But for today, let's focus on crossing the border and going to Argentina. All right, everybody is ready. I think the most anxious one is Leo. But we're packed and we left our Airbnb on the way to the border. Once we get there, I'll update you. So fun part is that when you're leaving Brazil, you don't need to even stop. I had no idea, Mariana just told me, and you just drive through. Apparently we passed by a checkpoint for trucks that they do inspection, but we didn't have to stop. So let's now see what is the next stop. Now on the bridge that goes over the river, as you can see this side. So this river basically is divided. Half is for Brazil, the other half belongs to Argentina. Over there, Argentina. Here we go. Let's see how it goes.
I don't know what she needs.
Buenos días.
A few moments later.
Ahora sí, muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Adelante. Que se va a usar.
Yeah.
Sí. Acá.
Sí, está bom.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay, we are in business. Let me get out and I'll tell you all the details. Okay, update. Thanks to my boss, who always does all the research perfectly. It was very smooth. They were just not sure for me to give me my visa on my Canadian passport or with the permanent residency in no, gracias. Okay. Already they want to sell pesos in Argentina. I think everybody wants to get rid of their pesos. But it was very nice, very smooth, even for our dog. Nothing. You have to have the documents for the dog. One more thing very important is that as soon as you enter Argentina, your first stop should be at a store like this one. This one is called Autocrom. This is where you stop to get what is legally required from you to have in your car. Like the highway police in Brazil, they don't really make a big fuss about this, but apparently in Argentina you have to have a kit that they call it kit de seguridad, or the security kit, which is this. The price was 75,000 pesos, and it comes with like vest that I think it reflects light also at night. There is a white cloth, I don't know what this one is. There is a fire extinguisher. I'm gonna try to take everything out just to show it to you. Fire extinguisher. Then you need to have those triangles also that you put on the road in case there is an accident, so people can see you. It has to be 2. A very little first aid kit, and a piece of metal that in case somebody needs to tow your car, not a tow truck, another car wants to pull your car, you have to have this. It's a metal, so it's secure and you can do the towing. So this is another first tip of the day for you, that you need to have this kit. Now let's go see if we can get some money. So we just changed some money also, just to give you an idea. In Buenos Aires, what we found is the best way to get money, Argentinian pesos, is through Western Union. So you make an account with Western Union, then you send it from your Canadian account, and they give you a number with the amount that you have sent and the equivalent in Argentinian pesos. This city that we are at, that is just right at the border, I went to one Western Union. The problem is, for example, you're supposed to receive 223,000 pesos. Most of the Western Union stores, they may not have the whole amount, so they don't give you the whole amount. If they don't have money at all, or they want to just give you half, don't take anything. For me, he said that he even has the whole amount, but then at the end, the printout that he gave me, I see like there is some missing. And now I came to the car, because it's a whole bunch of like bills that they give you. You come to the car, and then there was how much more even missing?
Show the bills.
Yeah. Like they give you like this much cash. So I didn't want to, and there was a big lineup, so I didn't want to stand there like, you know, be a typical gringo and count everything. And first I see on the printout there was 433 pesos that were missing, and then now when we counted, there is another 225 missing also in the whole cash that he gave me. That apparently he gave me that 200, but it's not there. So in total is around 600 something pesos missing, which in Canadian dollar is really like 65 cents. It's nothing, but the number of transactions that they do per day, it adds up. and it's just something to pay attention to, even for me, because also the bills, we're not used to the bills. So you get something, then you get another one. Like in the beginning it's a bit confusing, but it's good. At least it was only 65 cents and not $65. But everything so far according to the plan. We crossed the border with no hiccups. Everything worked out. We got the security kit for the car, exchanged the money. Now we are going to hit the road. We are going to stay tonight in a city in the middle of the road, Concepción del Uruguay. Concepción del Uruguay. It's a city halfway in the way, and then after that we are going to Buenos Aires. Let's continue. So, an update. Just one block from where we had parked, I found another Western Union, and since I had done 2 more transfers of smaller amounts, I went there. And this place, they explained to me, basically we are now a mobile bank, you know, like these bills. Jesus. So but that's how it is in Argentina. You have to mostly spend cash and have cash always with you. That's why we did transfer with Western Union. Before it was harder, but now from what we understand, you can also use credit cards, because the exchange rate, the official one and the one in the like normal market, is almost the same. But before it was a huge difference, so everybody would say do not use your credit card and always just spend cash. One correction though was from the first place that I said there was a difference. That difference here also, I saw that it's not the same amount that I had on my app of Western Union. But he explained to me that, look, you sent the transfer a couple of days ago, and from that day to now the exchange rate has fluctuated a bit, which is normal. So that's why it's a bit less. Our luck, the Argentinian pesos is getting stronger all of a sudden that we decided to come to Argentina. But it's good, we got everything, and now we have cash in case we need to stop for like gas or for anything. We're good to go. One more thing that we used is no affiliation or anything whatsoever, but we used an app also that you can get an eSIM card. The app, how do you pronounce it? Airalo. I will write the name on the screen. That you can buy for any country that you want to go. You just install the eSIM on your mobile before you leave, and then once you enter the country, when they have connections to the antennas, it detects that you are in that country and you will have data. Like for us, it's already connected. It was a bit complicated. I had to remove my Canadian SIM card completely from my phone and also turn off obviously the airplane mode. But now we have internet also. Everything is good to go. I am having a blast in Argentina already without any empanadas and alfajor and alfajor and steaks.
That's the next.
That's the next one. Yeah, I'm looking forward. All of these challenges we are doing one by one just to get to that point.
The steak and empanadas.
Oh yes, steak and empanadas and wine and alfajor. Anyway, let's continue. The next stop will be the city of Concepción del Uruguay. That finally we get to rest a little bit, and tomorrow we have a bit more of drive to go to Buenos Aires. Let's see. This guy is still shaking and panting. He's still suspicious. He thinks we're going to a vet clinic, poor thing. It's not happening. Relax. Anyway, let's hit the road. The first stop on the road, and Bahi is happy because he got his empanadas. First empanadas in Argentina. Your husband is gonna be happy. So we have been driving for like a couple of hours now. There were along the way a few checkpoints, and we were prepared for that too. It's also an important thing to mention. We are on the highway that is Highway 14 or Rota 14. And we have heard from some other people that have been traveling here that unfortunately there are some cops that they want to give you a fine, but it's not really a fine. They want something. So what we have been doing is that we have one of our cell phones on the dash that films every checkpoint. Let me show you. The cell phone is there, so every checkpoint that we see from distance we are approaching, we turn on the camera to film. And we went through a couple of them so far. So far nothing. They didn't even stop us, they didn't ask for anything. It was very good. I don't want to jinx it, but honestly the whole morning has been extremely smooth. At the border we didn't even spend more than like 5 minutes. Even though there was 2 stops, first for the passport check, then for the car and our pet, all the documents, everything very smooth, very like nice, everybody very friendly, amazing so far. Road is also very good. It's 2 lanes on this side, 2 lanes on the other side, so it's not dangerous driving. People are not speeding, even though the speed limit is 120 kilometers. Nobody is going faster than that. People are very respectful, so it's a good thing. And we just decided to stop here, then we will continue. One more thing that we were told is as soon as you have a chance to put gas in your car, any gas station that are open and you can put it. Like now I'm gonna put gas too, because they say sometimes there will be other gas stations but they might run out of gas. So even if you have like half a tank still, but you are at the gas station that has gas, it's better to just fill up your car just to be sure that you don't need to be shaking that your gas is running low.
So now I'm gonna explain how to bring a dog, your pet, to Argentina. Well, actually from Brazil. That's what's our case. So I contacted a clinic in the border city that we are going to stay, and then they told me that they could do the documents for him. But like if you don't want to go through the clinic, you can do it yourself. And that's was kind of what the clinic did, because you need to have government website, your profile with the federal government in Brazil, and then request the certificate of the international health certificate for your pet. So then you choose this, you click on the website, and then you're gonna open that and choose the country that you want to go. Then it shows all the requirements that you need in order to bring the dog with you. So for the dog, the only requirement was rabies vaccine and deworming, internal and external. So for fleas and these kinds of things that you have to give, there is some dates that you need to follow, but everything very like feasible. So we went to the clinic. They started the process. They checked the vaccination card that he has, and they took copy of that. They opened the profile of my profile with the government, and they start entering all the information of the vaccinations, the deworming and all of that, because apparently you have to give all the lot number of the vaccine and all of that. Everything has to go to this website. Then once you enter all the correct information, the same website, like they generate form that is for the vet to complete. Then Leo goes to the consultation with the vet, which was a blast.
If in the car he is this anxious, imagine at the vet clinic.
Yes.
My God.
Then he went to the consultation. She checked everything is fine, and then she completes the whole form, or like health attestation, I would say, for the dog that she saw. This goes to also go back to like my profile with the government, and then when everything is done, it is sent to be analyzed by somebody that works in like the Ministry of Agricultural and things like that. They analyze to see if everything is fine. It came back a few times to be corrected. The clinic took care of that, but you can also see if for you to correct. It was missing a signature in one of the documents that we have to submit, and it was missing a date somewhere that I don't really know, but the clinic took care of that. Once then everything is fine and everything is correct, they send the certificate, the international certificate, the health certificate. Once the health certificate is ready, you have to go and have it signed by an authority that it's again somebody now in person physically will sign by hand the certificate that attests that it is real and original and it's a legal document. So that's what we did too in Uruguaiana. We searched for the place where they would do that. We went there to do this. They did it like right away without any problem, and it's good that you have to make a few copies, then they sign all the copies. And with this document we just crossed the border. We just gave the document to the officer at the border. They didn't check anything. But if you're wondering if you can have problems when traveling with your dog, we have a video telling the whole procedure that we went and the whole hassle and drama that we went to travel from Colombia to Brazil. It was a nightmare. We're gonna leave the link for this video, so if you want you can watch that to see like if it's your case, you're traveling from Colombia to Brazil. Just don't make the mistakes we made at that time. Otherwise, at this time was extremely easy.
Yeah, extremely easy. They didn't pick on anything. They didn't pick on the documents or anything. And we were also worried because we have all of our luggage with us, as you can see in the car. We're always traveling with the car. So we were worried that, oh my God, they're gonna, not that we have anything that we were worried, but the time that if they want to inspect the car, you have to take all the luggage out. They go through it one by one, and then at the end, we know that there wouldn't be any issue, but the time that you lose would be a little bit like annoying, but nothing. Really a pleasant experience to cross the border by car. At least this border in Uruguaiana was very good. And in the beginning of the video I said we might do some sections like here and some sections in Buenos Aires when we arrived there, but then now on the way we stopped and we thought like, look, when we're here we can just share the information with you guys, so then it's easier. Everything we give it to you on the spot while we are traveling, and while it's also the information is fresh in our mind also as we are going through the day. Now we are going to continue to Concepción del Uruguay, and if anything happens, anything exciting happens along the way, we will show it to you. Before leaving the gas station, I also wanted to mention about the gas. Here in Argentina there is no ethanol, so even though our car is flex, we can put gas or ethanol. Here there is no ethanol. The gas that we put, it was 1,400 pesos per liter. So for us, we had just like a little bit more than half a tank. We put just a little bit. It was around 26,000 pesos for 22 liters, I think. Also, another thing culturally, I mentioned south of Brazil, they drink a tea that is like mate, or they call it chimarrão. Then it's very normal that at the gas stations you even have these machines that will give you hot water for your tea. So you can also get hot water at the gas stations to drink your tea. This is culturally something very common, and for me as somebody that is not used to it, it's a very interesting thing to mention about the culture. Okay, we got to our accommodation in Concepción del Uruguay in Argentina. It's around 3 p.m. We left Uruguayana in Brazil. I think we left our Airbnb around 8 a.m. So we're gonna stay here at night. Tomorrow morning we will have another 3-4 hours of drive to Buenos Aires. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. So it's the next day now and we just packed. We are going to hit the road to go to Buenos Aires. Very excited. Almost in Buenos Aires. Leo is very tired of driving, poor thing.
Of being the co-pilot.
Oh yeah, being a co-pilot.
He was helping you change the gears. When
Yeah,
you
a
need to
few
change the
times,
gears.
exactly. I don't need him to change it. He touches the gear just to change it, put it in manual. Almost in Buenos Aires. The road is basically flat most of the time. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, the speed limit is 120, again 90% of the time, so you go actually very fast. I feel like you can go much faster than in Brazil. In Brazil, very frequently you have radars and then you have to reduce the speed to 60 or 80 kilometers. Here, so far, no, not at least on this highway. I think we have around a little bit over an hour to get to Buenos Aires, but we are already in the suburbs. It looks there's a lot of factories, a lot of buildings. Driving already became a bit more aggressive, but much cooler. Still, we can handle it. Nothing bad or aggressive that we cannot handle. It's just that normally it's like this: when you get close to a bigger city, people are more in a rush and they want to run you over, kind of. But very good. Few checkpoints also we passed by again, but we didn't even get stopped. Mostly, even yesterday, the police were checking on the other side of the highway, so for us it was good. We didn't even get stopped. Now we're just gonna get to Buenos Aires, check into our Airbnb, and we'll show you as much as we can. Okay, we made it! We are in Buenos Aires and we are in the beautiful neighborhood of Palermo. Sorry, our windshield is very dirty. There's a lot of mosquitoes that we hit on the road, but we made it. We are just getting the key from the owners for our Airbnb and we'll check in. All right, welcome to our Airbnb in Argentina, in Palermo. This is the bedroom, very bright and nice, big bed. I'm gonna be happy. Bathroom and the living room, balcony and a terrace. Very nice, Mariana.
Very nice.
Wow.
Place, huh?
The place is really nice. It was the first time that with the car I went inside an elevator. So apparently, because for our garage you have to go inside an elevator, then the elevator takes you to your level for your parking and then you park. Very nice. There's always a first time for everything. So also the balcony, you have, being in Argentina, you also have your barbecue grill. You're gonna be happy, huh? A lot of meat. And the balcony is a very nice size balcony. The building is very quiet, very nice. We are in the back of the building, so we are a bit away from the noise of the main street that is in front. But very happy. Leo is going around discovering the place, sniffing all the corners. So this is the video that we wanted to share with you, to show you the whole procedure that is involved with crossing the border from Brazil to Argentina, especially with a pet, and also show you a little bit of the landscape and the road. We are happy that everything worked out. We got here exactly on the date that we were supposed to be here. Everybody has been super nice so far. Our host, she's amazing, very patient, explained everything to us. And we really hope that we can have a blast here in Buenos Aires. Thank you for watching. Mariana is ready to go party.
See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Ciao.